Want to speak English fluently and confidently? You are in the right place. Practice every day for just 5 minutes, and you will see amazing progress. It is super simple, just listen carefully and repeat every word out loud. Practice your listening, boost your speaking, and build real fluency one story at a time. Get ready, it's story time. Let's dive into today's story. The Rich Man and the Beggar. There once lived a rich man in a grand house filled with gold and silver. He had plenty of food, expensive clothes, and many servants to serve him. Every day, he dined at a large table filled with delicious dishes and desserts. But the rich man never shared anything with anyone outside his home. Not far from his house, there lived a poor beggar. The beggar had no home and no food to eat. He wore torn clothes and slept on the cold streets. Every day, he asked people kindly for food and water. One morning, the beggar stood near the rich man's house. He looked weak and hungry and had not eaten for 2 days. He knocked on the gate and asked the guard for some food. The guard laughed and told him to leave at once. The beggar stayed outside, hoping the rich man would help. He waited for hours in the hot sun with an empty stomach. At lunchtime, the rich man came out to take a walk. He saw the beggar sitting quietly by the gate. The beggar stood up and bowed to the rich man. He said, "Please, sir, I have not eaten anything for days. Could you give me just one piece of bread or fruit?" The rich man looked at him and said nothing. He turned away and walked back inside his mansion. He said to himself, "I worked hard for my money. Why should I give anything to someone who does not work?" The beggar sat back down, tired and sad. A kind old woman was walking by and saw the beggar. She asked him why he looked so hungry and weak. He told her he had no food for 2 days. Without hesitation, the woman gave him a small bag of food. The beggar thanked her with tears in his eyes. He said, "You are kind and caring unlike others." The woman smiled and walked away peacefully. Later that day, something strange happened at the rich man's house. His food turned cold, and his servants could not cook properly. His gold began to lose its shine, and the house felt gloomy. The rich man grew angry and called for his guards and cooks. They could not explain what was happening in the house. That night, the rich man had a dream. In the dream, he saw himself hungry and alone. He knocked on many doors, but no one helped him. He felt the same pain the beggar had felt before. When he woke up, he felt troubled and restless. He remembered the beggar sitting outside his gate. He realized how cold and selfish he had been. He got up and walked outside to look for the beggar. He found the beggar sitting in the same spot. This time, the rich man sat beside him quietly. He handed him a fresh loaf of bread and a jug of water. The beggar smiled and said, "Thank you, kind sir." The rich man replied, "I am sorry for not helping before." From that day, he began to help the poor around him. He opened a kitchen where anyone could get free food. He gave warm clothes and blankets to people in need. His house became bright and cheerful once again. He slept peacefully and felt light in his heart. The people in the village praised his kindness and change. The beggar was no longer hungry and lived with hope. This story teaches us that sharing brings true happiness. It reminds us that kindness costs nothing but means everything. Even a small act can make a big difference to someone. We should always help others when we can. Every day is a chance to do something good. Let us be generous with our words and actions. When we give, we receive much more in return. That is the true wealth in life. Now it is your turn to practice shadowing. Repeat each line clearly after you hear it. Speak along with the story to build fluency. This method helps improve your English quickly. Practice this story every day for 5 minutes. Use your voice to follow the speaker closely. Notice how each sentence is simple and clear. You will sound more confident in no time. Keep shadowing more stories to speak better English. Learning through stories makes speaking fun and easy. Come back tomorrow for another short story and more shadowing. Please subscribe to our channel for more stories and practice.